All right, here we go, guys. We have started match 2 here, Philly Cup Night 1. We have an amazing matchup here. Closest to us, we have Tomas Christian and Scott Falatek versus Matt Moyo and Vlatko Najek. Really, really amazing matchup here, Jay. I know we're going to settle in and kind of talk about and break down. What are you most excited here about this matchup?
I think the chess match, man. We got four arguably veterans, right? These guys have been playing paddle at a high level for a long time now. They know the game. They know each other. They know their strengths, their weaknesses. They know where the safe spots are, where the dangerous spots are. So just kind of seeing how the match breaks down.
What?
Little battle. I love the vet. Vlatko hanging tough.
He was not backing down. At some point, I was like, oh, okay, he's going to back up. No, just kept going with it. I know we both have played Vladi quite a few times. I've always found that his lefty serve to the deuce is a little challenging. It kind of kicks to the side screen.
Yeah, hits it with good speed, so
Yep.
tough to catch that ball on the deck.
So, quick point here. Tomas Christian must be a pretty good paddle player because I don't see Scott Falatek playing deuce very often.
I don't either.
I actually love that.
Yeah.
Because Scott Falatek, wow.
Here we go, first cutter.
Yep. Matt Moyo 1 for 1.
Love it, no ad.
Tomas to take the no ad point against Vlatko.
Good hold.
Yeah, it might take a little bit of time, maybe for Falatek to get used to. I mean, obviously he's been playing for a long time, but 95+% of the time he's on the ad side, so it might just take him a couple games to get used to the do side.
Right. Mike, do you favor anybody in particular in this matchup?
I mean, we talked a little bit about this matchup on night 1. I mean, this is, I mean, on paper, it's really even. Every time I go to say a favorite here, I don't know what to say, but I might favor Tomas and Scott here. But it's an extremely even matchup.
Well, you could argue that Tomas is the best player on the court.
Sure.
Matt's not necessarily far behind him, but I think having the lefty on the court, I think creates a huge advantage for them because they can easily get that ball over to Scott, who maybe might feel a little uncomfortable at first on the deuce side.
Yep.
I doubt he'll have any problems there. But if they need to go that way, they could and isolate him while keeping the ball away from Tomas at the same time.
Well, it's like you said earlier. You know, you have Vlatko and Scott, who's played for a long time together, formerly top 10 players. But then you have a current top 10 player in Tomas, and then you have Matt Moyo, who's a little bit newer, but is playing at that top 15, you know, maybe top 10 level. Hasn't had the results quite yet, but I can't tell you the number of times that I've talked to like top national players, and they're like, "Who's that Matt Moyo guy?" You know, he's just really strong. Almost makes a tweener winner from the baseline. Like he's just jumped multiple levels in the last couple years here.
He has. There's a reason they call him the professor.
Well, I feel like he's the only one that can pull off that underhand sort of slice serve, too.
Yep.
I think a lot of players have tried it before and have not been as successful as Matt's been. Yeah, I know you and Tomas are very close, you know, off the court, played tournaments in the past. Is true or untrue that the Broderick Christian duo is taking another crack at it this year?
Word on the street is that they might. I believe you'll see them playing in Baltimore, which will be a good. It'll be a good start of the season for them as a team. Obviously, Tomas played with Ronnie Schneider in Montclair. Drew played with Louisville Claire. So I think it makes sense for them to play together nationals and give it like an official run. I know that year that they played together, they made that finals run in Boston. Obviously, lost in the finals to Johan and Steven, but gave him a match. I think Tomas was probably still a little bit raw, understanding the game, and his IQ was increasing match after match. And so I think now that he's arguably, you know, a seasoned guy and has had the experience under his belt and has played pretty much every player on the tour and had good results, I'll be intrigued to see, you know, how they're able to do. And then Drew, obviously, you know, he's legend of the game, one of the best players to ever play. You know, can he turn back the clock and, you know, play the way he used to? And obviously, I don't think he skipped a step. Been trying to find partners ever since, you know, Jarrett stopped playing. So I'll be intrigued to see how they do. I like their odds, and I like them to make a good run because they're a pesky team. When it comes to paddle at that level, I think, as we've seen with, you know, guys like Jose and Albi, you know, defense goes a very long way at the top level, and I think Tomas and Drew probably have top level defense.
Yep.
So we're looking to get a score update. What happened on that match on court 2 between Hirsch Wiedemann and then the Jose Jones. But warming up, we have Ben Scott out of Aronimink Golf Club, one of our best member players here at the club, playing with William Whitmer out of Waynesboro Country Club. He's one of the assistant racket professionals there. Willie's originally from Uruguay, played his college tennis at Delaware. A high-level tennis player with a lot of upside on his paddle game. They're playing the 3-time women's national champion, Macy Elliott, and the Virginia lacrosse legend, the one and only Doug Knight, who is a D1 player out of Conestoga Swim Club, and pretty awesome paddle player himself. So, Mike, I'm kind of torn. I think maybe if these guys just start playing long points and long points, although we have some awesome transition there. Might need to switch his camera over to court 2. See if Macy Elliott can make these guys pay for their mistakes.
Well, it's tough to not want to watch a 3-time national champ still in for a few hours in her 20s. I mean, that's incredibly impressive. That would be a fun stat to look up in paddle archives, if that ever happened before. As someone won 3 national championships in their 20s. I'd be surprised if anyone has, but 2 different partners too. really long game here. They're really settling in. A lot of great transition, smart.
Forehand paying some dividends there.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Tomas really loves that screen drive forehand. He's been really strong over the years, you know, just putting pressure on people with his feet. Very poised, you know, balanced out there. Doesn't rarely ever overhits a ball, you know, which is why he's become one of the top players in the country. Yeah, Vlatko really likes sliding to his right to look for that forehand, Jay. Hasn't he made a career basically on that move?
He's, I mean, having Falatek on the outside and just setting him up for lobs. Gets probably has the most career forehand hits in the history of the game. At least in Philadelphia.
That's right. Barely wise. Great shot by Matt. Great placement.
Tough ball. His leg courts at Aronimink are interesting.
Well, Tomas worked here for a few years with you, Jay, right? So maybe he's got a little bit of, he doesn't, not anymore, but a little bit of home field advantage there with the nets. He's hit a few.
Definitely. I think he's got some supporters out here.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Not Moyo cat and mouse.
Yeah, isn't it? I'd like to hear your thoughts on.
Oh, cutter love.
Wow. First cutter lob.
Yeah.
I texted him earlier. I think we were together on that thread. And I was like, I'm just waiting for the first cut lob to come out in the Moyo match. So we're in we're in game 4, and it came out. We should have had an over-under on that. It's a tough ball to drive, don't you think, Jay?
Very tough ball to drive.
Yeah.
Got a lot of junk. I think early in the match, he's maybe trying to take a crack out of it. I'll be interested to see if he continues to try to drive it.
Well, Matt in the ad side here, he creates his offense much differently than a lot of other kind of traditional rackets players, you know, he like that, right? Like he kind of dinks and squeezes you, and he kind of just keeps you off balance, and you don't ever really feel super comfortable. I like the team play on court 2 over here of Macy Elliott playing the ad side, I believe.
Yeah.
At the highest level with her partners, does she typically deuce, or does she mix it up?
I believe when she plays with Lynn, she plays deuce side.
Yep.
She just played the ad side at Montclair. But yeah, she's a unbelievable deuce side player that could also play the ad. She can drive both sides, so I'm excited to see her playing the ad and rip some balls from both wings. Another cutter from Matt, missed it. Good ball. So, like you said, waterfalls,
Yep.
thinking blitz, throws a cutter here and there. It's not like he's overpowering you
Yep.
with backhand drives, forehand drives. You know, just drop volley. He's it's interesting. He's found a way to win points outright with specific shots or specific plays, while also not losing points by defending, getting himself out of position, but understanding the risk versus reward, getting back on time, defending the next ball. There's a reason he's a -7 point whatever PTI.
Yep.
His tournament partner, Adam Salam, he's a great, a great wingman with an amazing forehand drive, roller, so they make a formidable team. I believe they're currently the highest national ranked team in the Philadelphia area. So I'm looking forward to see how those guys do throughout the rest of the season.
Definitely. Yeah, they haven't hit their ceiling yet, probably anywhere close.
Yeah.
Tomas to serve here at 2-3. Wow, yeah. Matt read that ball too. He read that might have been his.
He did. Maybe he thought maybe Vlaco was gonna go for it.
Yep. Yeah. Speaking of career balls, that's another one that high off the screen Vlaco can really punish you. I don't know. I have a feeling that this is going to be kind of a back and forth match.
Yeah, which I love.
Yes. Kind of multiple swings, you know, kind of back and forth. They're up, now switching. You know, I think it's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster in a great way.
That's a good ball to the feet.
Yeah, it is.
Good pace.
Yeah, Tomas has such good hands that I feel he might have been a little off guard there, but you don't see him miss that volley often. I would probably think that he was just caught a little off guard, which Matt does to you.
Great adjustment here. Same serve. Decided to stay back.
Yeah.
I think the first time around he gave it a shot. Missed the volley barely.
Yep.
I think it's something good for maybe the viewers at home that, you know, you don't need much time to make an adjustment. So the fact that he made that adjustment right away, he was willing to start the point.
You're right. That's a really great call, Jay. I think if you see something, an opponent's strength or an opponent's weakness early on, that's a big part of this game. To kind of hit to a certain spot if it's safe, or maybe if it's a strength of the opponent, you know, to kind of keep the ball away from it. An aggressive kind of blitz there by Scott. It kind of left him out of position. You got 4-2 with Matt Moyo serving.
Here we go. Some action.
Great dig. Yeah, Tomas. Seems like that's a play for them. When Tomas has the right ball to kind of slice it to right at Vlaco.
Ball's too low to drive there. I don't mind him looking for that ball though.
Agreed. Yep.
Oh. Just yeah, look,
The fake cutter.
he's a disruptor.
He is.
He's disruptive out there. He's so good, smart.
Yep. I think you had a good point in the beginning where the strength of Moyo and Najek is really, you know, Vlaco's lefty placement and spin, and then Moyo can really close the net.
Yeah, it's such a huge advantage in paddle. Good deep ball to the body.
Yep. A lot of movement out there from Tomas. I've found that with him when he might be down a little bit, or you know, he really starts moving a lot to try to not overhit though, but just he gets a lot of action with his feet, which I think is great for anyone tuning in. There's a lot of different ways that you can adjust if you're down in a set or in a match. You know, it could be where you're hitting, where you're not hitting, kind of your strategy. Yep.
That was good. That flick drive, it's almost like one flick drive, two flick drives. He really got to show what to then really drive.
Yeah, Matt's always okay just running back and getting the ball. He's one of, at least in the Philadelphia area, is probably the fastest player or the quickest. You know, he's
Definitely.
very quick back to the ball. Yep. Obviously, Tomas very quick too.
Deuce point.
Point, okay. No ad, deuce point. Okay.
Got him. No, sincere apology or no?
50-50 on that one, Jay.
50-50. This
Nah.
is actually a good topic. It happens a lot.
It
The
does.
court's too small. I think it's a good shot.
Oh, absolutely.
And especially if your partner's serving underhand, which, for example, Matt's serving underhand and Scott has a similar serve as an underhand serve, but overhand. I think if your partner's serving that way, I think you have to be ready to volley and be able to maybe take one in the chest once in a while.
Well, I also, we've played with Tomas enough to know too that, you know, the point before Matt, you know, hit right at Scott, right? Like basically tried, you know, not to hit him, but almost. So, you know, Tomas is like, all right, so, you know, everybody's a competitor, right? And it was a deuce no ad point too.
Yeah.
So we're on serve here at 3-4. Little wide. Great lob by Matt, pushing Faltech, you know, to his left. Wow. Great hands by Matt. Really putting pressure. Yeah, that's a smart 60% drive right at Vlaco's feet. A great ball by Tomas.
That's a sweet shot by Matt.
Yeah, it really is. Just great shot selection.
Good look.
Yeah, that's the right ball, right?
Yeah, good look.
I thought Vladi was going for the cut there. Great dig. Wow. What a point. Great transition by both teams. You don't see Matt miss a shot like that.
It's funny, Scott read him.
He did.
He's hunting at the net as well, so it's the cat and mouse is amazing.
I would say, let me ask you this. What is Falatek's biggest strength?
Oof. It's almost like a loaded question.
It's very philosophical.
I mean, his IQ of the game is second to none. He gets it, and you know, talk about a guy. You know, he's the original Mamoyo. You know, he's not someone that's gonna kill you with a forehand or a backhand drive, but his hands are impeccable. His shot placement is unbelievable. Obviously, it's a doubles game, so he has a partner that brings some offense. And they saw a lot of great success together, but you know, he can argue both ways, but he's the anchor of that team. Have 4 serving 5 on serve. That was a big 5-3 game there.
Yes. And I would agree, Jay. You said anticipation, fear. I'm sorry, you said feel for the game. I was going to say, like you said, when he read Matt's kind of dink drive, I was going to say anticipation. And I think they're kind of the same in a lot of ways. You know, like he's one of those players that he kind of knows what you're doing before you know.
Yep. Little lead action.
Valley with a cutter. All right, 15-love. Tomas serving here on serve at 4-5 in the first. Great read by Vlaco on the nick. Made that look too easy.
Such a good volley.
Yeah. Well, and that would be, I mean, on foul tech, it's either like the feel for the game / anticipation, or his volleys, kind of like take your pick. I mean, I think that's the highlight of his game. What do you think? You know.
Wow.
Wow.
So good.
You know Tomas's game probably better than your own. Where are Tomas's strengths?
I would say arguably his defense. His IQ also comes second to none. So you have 2 really intelligent guys that know where to put the ball. And at what time. They're taking the right shot consistently 95% of the time. So it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, it's a tough matchup. You know?
It really is.
I think the only, you know, Vlaco having such an awesome weapon with his forehand, he's the guy that maybe could hurt you the most, but also you can get the most takes off or freebies. But his forehand's so good that he can lift that way. He'll like his odds every day of the week with that forehand.
Yeah, he kind of lives and dies by that shot. And we just saw it too in Falatek's hands. They're up. They win the last 2 points on his kind of closing stuff volleys, you know, hitting the snowboard. So that just goes to show, like, what we were talking about is anticipation and feel for the game, and then his hands, just being able to close the net off. Like, you know, for the players at home, like we don't always think about how we end points. You can actually end points by closing off the net and finding a gap.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, all these players are so strong and good. The margin for error is very small, so you almost have to take advantage of that when you can. It also seems like Tomas and Falasek are. Yeah, we got to give up the net there, right?
Yeah. He probably believes he can make that volley, though.
Well, he can, I guess, right? Or he just didn't feel like moving backwards. It's 9 o'clock, so. Scott would probably want that one back.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
I like the look.
Yeah, you don't see Scott miss that ball very often. Great get. Oh, just wide.
Just wide.
Wow. Great return by Tomas.
All right, down 3-5, tied at 5-5, now down 6-5.
Well, you said it last set we were in the last match. Are we going to breaker here?
You know, we'll love to see it, Mike. We'll love to see it.
I love that Tomas and Falasek are strategizing here. All right, here we go, 5-6.
Sure.
I don't understand that. It's interesting that Matt, he missed that one cutter and hasn't hit one since. Smart by Blanco to just let that go.
There's that roller from deep on the service line.
Yep.
That second court seems to be a Waynesboro thing. What a lob. Oh,
Yep.
I had a feeling.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good move. Cool, he got it.
Wow.
Yes.
Fist pump.
Fist
pump.
Politics fist bump.
Let's go.
Philly Cup, it matters.
Oh my goodness.
It matters.
What a shot by Faltech.
Let it go, man.
Phew, Tomas just making that look very easy. All right, here we go.
Tie break.
Wow. Oh,
Wide. Great point.
great point.
Tweener.
All right, one love here. All right, 1-1 here in the first set breaker.
Pronunciation play.
That's a good take by Tomas. You know, he's just trying to close off the net. All right, 2-1, Moyo Faltech. A great shot.
Little high five after attack.
Yeah,
Unintentional. It's a good shot by Matt.
absolutely. Ah, that's a great shot by Matt. Just great pace. A little bit of a momentum shift.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much, right, when the margin's so thin against two great teams. All right. 4 serving 3. Moyo Najek. Great cover. Great gap by Tomas. Longest point of the match.
Butter. Mark taking the ball off the air. An awesome point.
Yeah, it really is. Had 3 or 4 transitions already.
Oh, he tried. Shot clock violation.
Wow.
Good time for it.
Valtek gave that the second look. He wanted to call that out from his partner.
3-6, couple set points
Yep.
for Vlatko and Matt. That's 1 saved.
Great serve by Tomas.
2 to go.
Yep.
That is set. Matt Moyo, Vlatko Nachtek, 7-6, 7-4 in the tiebreak. Awesome setup paddle. Like the first match. We'll see some adjustments here in the second set. I'm looking forward to them.
Yeah, so true. I mean, I think we kind of sat down knowing that that set or this match can really go either way. Came down to a couple points. Couple shots here and there, but we got 4 competitors out there battling. They're definitely going to come back firing. I believe an update on court 2. We have Macy Elliott and Doug Knight. I believe they lost the first set, but I believe they're fighting back in the second. So we'll get a score update soon. I believe we have all matches on except one, thanks to an epic over 2-hour match.
Between Ollie and
Yeah.
Jeremiah De Jose
Yep,
against Hirsch and Jeff Wiedemann.
that's right.
Jeremiah and Ollie came victorious with a 7-5, 5-7, 10-7 score. I believe Steve Hall's not happy with the way that match went. Too long, too many lobs. I believe he called it a pillow fight. His words, not mine. Shout out to Steve Hall, who's still waiting to play.
Yeah, we're hoping one of those players don't just leave. Great shot by Matt. Matt, that's what Matt does. He makes you think a little bit more, a little bit, keeps you on your toes. Blanca wanted that one. Great roll by Tomas there, really fighting back. Yeah, Matt putting pressure. Moyo Najek with the break. Up a set and 1-love in the second.
Shout out to Director of Athletics at Cedarbrook, watching from home, Robbie Rowe. Aronimink member, Marco Patterson. We got some viewers.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. We need to get Robbie in next time, right?
Yeah, Robbie, you got to respond.
Download that app, Robbie. Definitely next time.
Switch is on. Tough Nick. Nice.
So good. Just great hands by Scott. Just perfect placement. hopefully we can get that last match on in the next 10 or 15 minutes.
They stood long.
15:40 here.
Good eye.
Yep.
Tagged him once. Not gonna happen again.
Unlikely. Yeah. Pretty zoned in.
Interesting choice, letting Fowler take the return.
Yeah, that was Tomas's call, wasn't it?
Yep.
You get threes, I think, right?
Wow. Great recovery.
Fake.
Wow.
Good spot. He's there.
Yep.
Oh, great point.
Yeah, great point all around.
It's a big game for Tomas and Scott to tie it at 1-all.
Yeah, it kind of felt like they kind of needed that one. The corner of my eye on court two, I saw a Ben Scott drop shot.
I saw that too.
Yeah, it's probably his 10,000th drop shot winner at Aronimink courts.
Another non-tennis guy. Who's a great paddle player.
Baseball legend in the mainline area.
Yeah.
Self-proclaimed.
Elon too. I think he made newspaper at Elon. Taking blitz, resets, disruptor.
Yeah, it's tough there. Tomas just trying to help. You know, he knows that Vlaco is going to go at Fowley's feet where the gap is. Tomas's hands are so good. Foul techs are pretty good too. Not too shabby.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Rare miss on that outside screen by Scott.
That's his bread and butter. Yeah, we're getting deep into the heart of each team's sort of strategy here.
Another deuce point game. He's there. Great blitz by Matt.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Matt Moyes, an assistant out of Concord Country Club. Under director Nolan Bacchieri, who's also playing here tonight. I believe in the late match at 8:30 p.m. Match is on their way. Concord, great paddle program on the rise. Our men's team, I believe, made it to D1. They'll be playing Division 1 this season.
That was the same type of miss from Scott there on the wires. Very, very rare for him to miss something like that. But, you know, points are long. They're putting a lot of pressure. All right, Moyo Najek up 2-1 here in the second. Been a back and forth battle. Surprised if we didn't see more of that transition game. Also, it's just some back and forth type. Great get. Yeah. Seems like that's a play for Tomas, you know, taking that middle ball even a little bit on the deuce side, kind of pinching over, going right at Flacco.
Oi.
Jeez. Wow. Nice ball by Scott. Great placement. All right, got Matt Moyo serving at 2-1, 30 all. Yeah.
He should know better.
Yeah, you know Scott's going to be right on top of that net.
Oh, back at him. A little partner crime. Another deuce point game.
Caught Scott just not ready for it. Yeah.
Same ball he missed early in the first set.
It almost felt like Tomas was a little bit of a bait there, almost, you know, putting some spin on that ball, letting Vlaco try to go for a cut, and he moved back like, hey, go for it. Wow.
That's so good.
See Scott and Tomas just raising their level just a little bit to get back into this set. Love to see this. Keep going with this. I mean, doesn't everyone want another super breaker? I mean,
I would love that.
come on.
Especially in this match. It's
Oh.
been such a good chess match so far.
It's been a lot of fun to watch. And I mean, everybody's tough.
To your point, a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
A lot of momentum changes, lead changes.
Great point.
Yeah, there is. Oh, God. I've never gotten in the way like that before. I always get out of the way last week. I can't fucking believe I got in the way. What a lazy old man. That's not my fault. Tonight it is.
Wow. Wow.
Oh.
What?
No way.
That
Another fist pump.
doesn't seem. I don't know what just happened there.
That was crazy.
I feel like that happens pretty much every time Balatek steps on the court. Like he hits a ball, or you're just like, I don't really know what just happened there. Just his hands are phenomenal. Goes to
So
show. Yeah, why they were. What's their highest? 7, 8, 9,
I think 8.
8. Quarters of nationals ever?
Maybe round of 16.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
So good.
All right, on serve. Yeah, you've seen Scott and Tomas really step up their game they got down early in this set ever since. All right, we have match 11 going on right now. An hour past what we would have wanted, but great sports out there. A lot of fans still here watching.
I'm gonna say that with a 9:47 start, this match could get rowdy. We have the Conestoga, another Conestoga Simcoe player. How many Conestoga guys playing tonight, Mike?
Oh,
I heard 6, perhaps.
I mean, their whole team is very solid.
So we have Director of Rackets at Concord Country Club, Nolan Bacchieri, and Conestoga Swim Club, Fitz Nolan, taking on Director of Rackets at Overbrook Golf Club, Steve Hall, and Picket Post, ex-Virginia Tech tennis player, Adam Gottfried.
Wow.
So it should be a good, entertaining match.
Yeah, I love that matchup.
Over on court 3, we have Jimmy Yan and Kevin Weber against Ryan Jones and Drew Myers. Then we have some action on court number 4 as well. So 11 matches total tonight. Over 70 players signed up, 44 playing tonight. So far, a great night of paddle. And the Philly Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to the Aronimink Golf Club team. Ooh, just out.
Just wide.
Yep. Great eye by Tomas. Yeah, big shout out to the Aronimink team. I think, JC, your team here has been unbelievable. Getting everything set up.
And we have our food and beverage team. We got the Mink Mobile out there. Steph, our rackets team, Lane, Rob, Ryan, Nick, just working hard all day to make sure this was a success and a fun time for our members that are coming to watch, but also the players that are participating.
Yeah, and JC, I think if we didn't have Ryan, our tech wizard, with us the last week, I'm pretty sure I would have been just holding a GoPro outside. And you would have been commentating by yourself.
Most likely.
We have laptops, we have audio, video, soundboards. I mean, we're set up for anything. We're ready to go here.
Yeah. We got 3-3. I thought there was a little momentum swinging there for Scott and Tomas. On serve, 3-3.
Yes, small dip in energy, it seemed like, but nothing that these guys can't overcome for sure. Do you know any other player that does the cut lob like Matt Moyo does?
Dan Hansen?
Okay, yep, that's a good call.
But that's it? And does he?
He, not as much. Every once in a while, I've been lucky enough to play a couple tournaments with him, and he will mix that in. I mean, you know, he's got a little bit of everything out there in the sauce category. But God, that's a good point. That's a good call on Dan.
That being said, nobody uses as much as Matt.
Yeah, that's true.
Great hands. There's the forehand.
Unbelievable point. Wow. Great
Great
hands
play.
by Matt. Yeah, that's so smart.
The speed down to the feet.
Yep. 2 quick points. Yeah, small momentum shift here in the middle of the second set. Great slide by Tomas. We got a deuce point here. Wow.
Yep.
All right, back on serve. Christian Faltek to serve here at 3-4. Got our last match of the night warming up. I guess, Jay, we'll see how this match shapes up. We might have court 2 shift over to court 1 and just keep this party going.
Little bonus coverage.
That's it. That's a fun matchup over there.
Really fun.
Yeah, that'll be really interesting. Yeah, sorry, it's actually 4-3. Up a break, Moya. Najek. See if Christian and Faltek can get back the momentum here. Yeah, I think Moya and Najek have done a great job kind of slowing the pace down. They got down. Only Christian Faltek just kind of pressed a little bit. Not much, but you can see there that Tomas has got to keep swinging, looking for his chances to put pressure on them, whether it's at the baseline or, wow, what a volley. Or at the net.
Maybe pressing a little bit too much.
A little bit. It's a fine line, isn't it?
Fine line 30s. I would say Vlatko. You could argue that he's an underrated volleyer.
Agreed.
Probably because he plays with Scott so much and the volleys he makes and the grade of difficulty. Plus he makes him look easy.
He does, you're right.
Steals a little bit of the thunder from Vlatko's great volleying. (40-30), little frustration here.
Yeah.
Game here, they have the lead. Point to take it to a deuce game, maybe.
such a good ball.
Great spot.
Yeah, because he knows that Matt's going to... Wow. He knows that Matt's going to close the middle off, so that's a great ball in the alley. I actually feel like Vlaco has tightened it up a little bit.
Yep.
Not as many errors. Wow. What a great point. All right, 3-5, second set. Let's see if they can.
Smart.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Oh.
Great hands by both of them. I think this is like the third time I've said this tonight, Joe. I think I just jinxed Vlaco. I just told him that it just said he has really tightened it up.
That's a quick 5-3 game here. You gotta make them play, make them earn it.
Probably, they probably want that one back.
Yeah, so serving a 5-4 for the match. Vlaco, Matt, we've been here before.
Sure. All right, this should be really interesting. Wow, seam. Yeah, what's interesting about this switch, Jay, is that Balasek on the ad and then Tomas in the deuce is a bit of where they're probably the most comfortable.
Yes. So in your opinion, why do you think they had Tomas playing on the Opa? Oh, it hit him. He actually made the volley, but it hit him.
It's amazing. Off his arm. Yeah, love 15. I think Tomas, you know, we just said that he's, I think at the highest level, you know, the top, you know, the top 10, probably most comfortable on the deuce, but I don't know. We'd have to ask him that. I mean, he's very good at both. Probably one of the, I never really thought of it this way, probably one of the, there aren't too many guys that can play both so well like he does. There's not a big difference on either side, but I do think that they decided to put Tomas in the ad side so that he could get more offensive looks.
Yep.
Wow.
Good spot.
Love 40. Why do you think they made that switch, Jay?
I agree. Having that forehand in the middle, I think it's key for them.
Yeah.
But I think late in the match, give the opponent a different look. Put each other, arguably, maybe. Oh, there it goes. Put each other in their most comfortable spots, arguably. Definitely Scott. And the fact that he feels comfortable on the deuce gives them a different look.
All right, so we got Vlaco serving here at 40-15. Matt does a great job at closing off that middle volleyball with his forehand.
He's so good with the forehand volley.
Yeah, that's a little bit of, you know, Scott just being extremely comfortable on the ad. Another long game here. Scott and Tomas were up love 40 this game, right?
Yep.
30-40 here. They'll have 2 chances. Tomas played a lot with Eric West. He's really, really good. I was going to say up-and-comer. He's only been playing tournament POW for...
Oh, he got it. Oh,
Wow. Oh,
that
was
is
it.
match. Deuce point game.
Wow. Great match by both teams. Unbelievable.
Awesome match. We're going to try to get the guys over from court 2 to court 1. Get a little bonus coverage. So we'll see you guys in a minute.
Sounds great.
until they're like 30. I'm pretty sure both of them don't like that picture.
All right, guys, 3-0. Yes. Yeah. I got it. You got it. Yeah, yeah. Turn it up.
All right, match 3 here, guys. This is some bonus coverage. We had a late start on court 2, so we moved over the last match of the night over to live stream. Jay, who do we got here?
We got closest to the screen, lefty, big guy. Director of rackets at Overbrook Golf Club, Stevie Hall. Over at the net in the burgundy shirt, Adam Gottfried playing out of Picket Post. On the far side of the screen, we have Fitz Nolan in the baby blue shirt coming out of Conestoga Sim Club. And the director of rackets of Concord Country Club, we have Nolan Bacchieri in the black shirt. Again, another fun matchup. 4 D1 guys. Nolan's a tournament player. Plays a few tournaments throughout the season.
Yep.
A lot of fun stuff in his game. Stevie Hall, ex-player, pro, still plays league, stays active. Obviously understands the game. Quirky game, very dynamic, a little bit unorthodox. Obviously, as a big guy and a lefty, he presents a lot of challenges out there.
Yeah, probably former top 30 team, most likely, with Pat Nolan, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere between 25 and 35, something like that. So they were a good team, 5-7 years ago, something like that. Maybe 7 to 8, actually. All right, guys, we're back. We got a 5-all first set here with Godfrey Hall, Fitz Nolan, and Bakhtiari. Godfrey to serve at 5-all here.
We have a crowd here watching the match. They're saying how maybe Steve Hall's top 3 guys to watch playing paddle. Making volleys look easy, drives look easy.
I'm in on that top 3. I mean, he said, okay, but wait a minute. He might be number 1. Did we all see what that T-shirt just said? Did that say eat, sleep, and then platform tennis?
I think it did.
I didn't think we like had that in this sport. All right, we got to confirm that. Yeah, just super smooth, nonchalant. Wow. Bakhtiari's all over the place. Quick game there, Jay, at 5-all.
6 serving 5. I think Fitz serving for the set.
Yep. I like the one-handed flick, though. I mean, you can't go wrong there. Unless you hit it out.
Eat, sleep, platform tennis, repeat.
Legend. That's in. Honestly, I think Fitz thought that was going out. Then he had to react to that a little late. This is a great matchup. Wow. Great ball by Steve Hall. Lucky enough to play a tournament or two with Steve Hall back in the day, and I just never felt like I needed to really do anything. I don't even know if I was on the purple part of the court. He was just like, he's a beast out there. Yep.
A great waterfall. He's got a fan base out there.
Yeah, it was a Hall shout out. Yep.
And we got a tiebreak coming up here, maybe.
I mean, that's how we do it, man. Only one way. Okay.
Oh, deep. Who wants it, guys?
We both point at each other.
Pretty even matchup here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Steve Hall putting a lot of pressure on Fitz on the deuce side.
No, no, you're there, you're there.
Wow. What What a volley by Steve Hall closing in.
Great move from under the net.
Seemed possible.
Awesome hands.
Great return at the feet and then awesome close by Noah.
That happened on that same ball but came to me. Yeah. Had like a spin turn, right? Maybe a little half volley. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Lobby carving on the half volley. 2-3? Yeah.
All right, we're deep in a breaker here in the first set.
Nolan just kind of take over here.
A little bit. That's a
Got a lot of options, a lot of O.
that was a him and Matt Moya worked together,
They work together.
right? So, I mean, that was classic Matt Moya.
Yeah. Five tie break.
Okay.
Big point here. Got some junk here. That's a
Yeah.
good ball.
See that coming. Oh man.
It's a good shot. Big target. That should be the set.
Yeah. First set, Akiari Fitz Nolan.
7-6, 7-5 in the breaker.
So we serve over there. I'll start us.
All right, we're starting the second set here. Bakiari's serving on the deuce side to Steve Hall. Really good battle there. I feel like the level of play is actually only increasing.
Definitely.
People are staying around. Still got a little bit of a crowd outside.
Got a match on court 4 that just finished.
Yep.
It's 10:34 p.m.
Wow. Yeah, so Adam Gottfried in the maroon here closest to us, he's very strong tennis player, right? I don't know how much he plays now, but very strong back in the day.
Yeah, he played at Virginia Tech.
That's right.
Awesome forehand. Big weapon. Played the outside for the longest time. Partner up with Andrew Sewell
Yes.
for years. Good buddies. Good ball.
Yeah, that's a tough ball. I guess with a little more communication, maybe that's Adam's ball, like in the middle.
Yep.
But anytime you play with Big Steve, you just feel like he's going to get to every ball with his length. Jay, a question: how tall is Steve Fall? I think I know this answer.
7'2".
Embiid. 7'2".
You gotta be 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, man, you're dead on. You're 1 for 1. I mean, in the 10 o'clock hour, we're gonna do a little bit more trivia. I'm gonna quiz you a little bit more.
I love that.
Yep. All right, question 2. How long is Dan Greenwood's hair? Just saw him in the back.
No beard this year,
Oh, that's true.
but going long hair.
Yeah. You don't have to answer that.
It's definitely long.
He's trying to rock the Andrew Ong look, even though no one can pull that look off. Dude's awesome.
One of the most patient guys in paddle.
Ugh. He's jumped 2-3.
Oh, Nolan's there.
Wow,
Great
what
get.
a great get.
Oh, he wanted a second shot at it.
Hey, man. Might as well. Okay.
Oh,
I like where we're going with that.
it's a 10:37 p.m. shot.
That's it, man. Feeling good, looking good. Wow.
Oh, there it is.
That's the Nolan family special.
Yeah.
Oh, a kind of an overhead from the baseline. You got Fitz Nolan here on the right-hand side, closest to us. We had older brother Pat Nolan playing tonight, and then Philly paddle legend Mr. Nolan. The whole family is just a string of athletes. Mrs. plays too, obviously, or did. Very good.
Amazing.
Yep.
Question is, will Fitz Nolan ever join Philadelphia Country?
Let's get him at Aronimink. That's what I think he could fit there too.
Wouldn't that be something?
Great overheads by Big Steve, just really staying committed to hitting Nolan Bakhtiari into the side wire. Good spin and great gap by Big Steve. Uh-oh. Yep.
There's like a ledge. Like, yeah, I'm alright. I just twisted. I just turned it. I'm fine.
Foot got stuck in there a little.
Yeah, it just dips down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baguio is really pretty aggressive.
Yeah, so
Great serve by Fitz.
stretching the legs. Looks like Nolan is have one serving two in the second set. Again, lefty righty. I think the play is to get the lefty involved. Obviously, Nolan has been making a lot of noise out there, creating movement, disruption, getting some drives, screen drives. So with the lefty there, you can get that ball over to the deuce side a little bit easier than with two righties. So I think we gotta get Steve Hall some more overhead looks.
Yeah, that makes sense, Jay. I mean, especially Nolan's a pretty aggressive player. You know, he likes to try to keep you off, you know, your toes a little bit. Like I think similar to like, he's got a little bit of a Matt Moya to him. You know, just like kind of crafty, trying to make you uncomfortable. But I agree. I think getting Steve's overheads is going to be a big plus for them to get back in this match.
Maybe too hard of an overhead there.
Yeah.
Any chance gets a look. It seems like anytime he gets a look at the ball, he's gonna try to do something, and it's working. So
Right.
Adam and Steve have to do their best to keep him a little neutralized. Good love. Here's movement, drive, chip. Okay, didn't work out that time, but he's hunting.
Yeah, great. One step for Big Steve. Just one to get that ball off the nick. 2-2 second set.
Rare volley miss by Stevie Hall.
Yeah. This is another one of those matches where there's just a lot of back and forth, a lot of momentum switches. Try. Right down the middle. That's great ball. Great transition ball.
Chipping, driving. Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah, really mixing up the drives from the baseline. I think that's really, at any level, that's really important to do. Keeps the opponent at the net off their toes.
Wanted the stop sign. I didn't want that. Good shot. I got it.
Great spin by Bacchiari. That was okay. That was a deuce point. So
I mean, if you let it get to the wire, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah. But with it early enough that he had to stay with it. That's my thought. Just to be clear.
yeah, I just cut it. It's just it's really loud. Maybe just like a sliver up, on, sliver on. Right. Yeah, all good, right? Great hands. We're on serve here in the second set. Adam Godfrey to serve 2-3.
A double-edged sword here. If Adam and Steve hang around enough, I might be able to see a third set breaker.
I agree. I think it's kind of weathering the storm from Bacchiari and Fitz. Just seeing if they can hold them off a little bit. That's a great shot by Adam.
He loves that shot.
The-
Second time he's done that.
The drop shot.
That's so good, yeah. Great ball.
Yeah, he gets super close to the net. It's really good for all of us to, especially if your opponent's kind of driving a little off speed.
Yeah.
It's such a great move to get close.
Tough to love Steve Hall, and he just did. Oh, pound. Sounded good, though.
Yeah, it did. Crisp.
Water?
Wow.
So good. Oh, we got that on camera, Fitz Nolan.
Superman. Wow, that was, I don't know if I've ever seen that aggressive of a pinch overhead before. He almost pedaled that out of the stadium.
Oh, he's hunting now.
That was going to be 2 for 2. Just back. Fitz was all jacked up.
Here he goes.
Yep.
Oh, good hands by Gottfried.
Great hands. Just kind of weathering that storm. I think Hall, Gottfried have done a really good job of kind of mixing up play because you're not going to get a ton of errors out of Fitz Nolan. But it seems like they're hitting 3-4 balls to Fitz, then we'll hit one to Bakhtiari, and then I think that's where they're going to be able to win a couple more points. But Bakhtiari can also put pressure on you with his aggressive play.
Yeah, like that. Now, if he makes that, I think if you're Steve and Adam, if you hit the ball over to Nolan, you have to be ready to volley 100% of the time.
That's a great point. You're right. He's driving at least 50% of the balls.
Yeah, so I think just always ready to volley, so you don't get caught off guard.
Yep. You know, Bakhtiari might also be like, hey, it's almost 11 o'clock, so I might speed it up a little bit.
Yeah. Nolan, new dad, 5-month-old at home,
Wow.
probably in bed, so.
His wife's probably like, what? Where are you?
A good dipper there to the feet, catch him off the net.
Yeah, I actually really love that.
Great speed.
That's it. That was perfect. Love to see more of that. Yeah, it's
Another
2
one.
for 2. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, 5-3. Nolan serving for the match.
Wow.
Got a nick.
Great shot by Fitz.
Love.
Just enough. Wow.
Get it? He got it.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
How
Like-
many steps did he take?
0.
Negative.
Negative.
Unbelievable. Oh, he loves that.
So that's 3 for 3 Knicks on points. That's what a way to start a 5-3 game.
Likes to serve further wide on the court.
Yes.
Double tally.
Oh,
Yeah, 40-30 match point.
Steve wants that one back. That's okay.
I have a feeling Nolan's gonna go cutter here to end this match.
Yeah, he's feeling good. There it is.
Almost.
Ooh, that was close, Big Steve. Okay. Feeling good.
He wanted the brownie points.
Yep. All jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Still match point at deuce.
Yeah, okay. Super interesting. Oh. Big Steve's good at that. He kind of goes right at you, so you almost can't get out of the way.
Yes. I think we need a cutter from Nolan here.
Yeah. He wants it. Yeah. Someone in the hut earlier said I could watch Big Steve play paddle all day, and I think I think it's true.
So good.
Ah, wow.
That is the match. What a night.
All right, last match of the night. Great job, guys. Jay, closing thoughts here.
Just Philly Cup, it matters. Great night of paddle, 11 matches. We saw some great competitive play, especially on the 2 live stream courts. Obviously, with matches going on the other courts, we were able to highlight these 2, but we had great play all throughout the evening. I mean, I'm looking at these scores here. We have a bunch of 3-setters,
Yep.
a lot of 10-7s. We had a 13-11.
Yep.
So it's great. We're looking forward to the next month. We're going to have 5 more of these. The last one will be in March, the Tuesday before National start on Thursday.
Yep.
You know, Mike, thank you for all you do, and thank you for putting this together. And yeah, I think the players enjoyed it, so we're looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, absolutely, man. There's a team effort all around. I'm glad we were able to launch this tonight, right before 11 o'clock. This was great. Really, thanks to everybody. Philly Cup presented by Xenon. Thanks so much to Noah, to Aronimink Golf Club, to all the players, and JC. We'll see you back in November.
See you.
All right, man.